So we've been covering the Elon Twitter story from day one on this channel. It's a passion project at this point, okay? I'm deeply invested in this whole narrative. Don't know if you've been following it, but the last news that we had, I made a video about it, it was like about 10, 11, 12 days ago. News broke that loads of big advertisers are leaving Twitter, including Apple, Disney, IBM, and so on. They all don't want to be associated with the platform anymore, which kind of all led back to this one tweet where Elon said, "You've actually said the truth," replying to this tweet above here. That is basically hinting towards the great replacement theory with a nice anti-Semitic twist there in the end. Okay, so it's like, it's a really messed up tweet. And if you're unsure why that is, then check the link in the description. Okay, I put the video there. I talk about it in depth, why it's highly problematic. Elon did apologize for this tweet, by the way, at this event, and said that it was the dumbest ever social media post he made. But it's not just this tweet. I mean, Elon in general, like, he tolerates and boosts right-wing radicals. On Twitter, he brought back people that were banned for good reasons. He called cis a slur, but hating against trans people is totally fine and absolutely accepted and even encouraged almost on Twitter at this point. He amplifies false narratives that are fed to him. Just one example of that. I mean, it's unreal to me how people still can't see it because it's basically happening at all times. But here's this guy posting that while Elon Musk is talking about his obsession with truth, 4 years ago he tried to get me to write that a British cave rescuer in Thailand was a child R-word because of his false information fed to him by a private investigator. He's also been amplifying like anti-vax theory and all that. Like, what I'm saying is there's more than just this one tweet and everyone freaks out about it. This has been going on since Elon took over Twitter, and from my point of view, as a corporation, it is very understandable that you don't want to be associated with it. It makes perfect sense. But in an interview just yesterday at the New York Times Deal Book Summit in New York, which is that was the first big interview, like the mainstream interview that Elon gave since the "you have said the actual truth" incident. And first of all, dude, I mean, look, we're all aging terribly at this point. The pandemic, everything is taking its toll. We're living in rough times. I'm not excluding myself from that, okay? I'm not aging well. Don't even think about commenting that in the comments, okay? But Elon, bro, he just looks like a 75-year-old woman. Let me put a headscarf on him. Do you know what I mean? He fits right in, bro. So he's a babushka. He's basically like an old Russian lady at this point. And I don't know why he looks like that. What's up with that? Liam Nissan says, "Jesus Christ, lay off the Ambien weirdo." I mean, I don't know what to say about that. I would never accuse him of taking Ambien. I mean, is Ambien something that makes you look like that? Is Ambien something that makes you look like a 75-year-old woman? Leave that down in the comments, okay? Because here in the UK, Ambien is not a thing. Also, people point out that apparently Elon didn't shave. Elon didn't shave. He's got like this huge interview, right? Like millions of people watching. It's the first interview since this incident, right? It's a big, meaningful moment. He didn't think it's necessary to. Maybe he just at this point doesn't care anymore. Maybe he missed the spot. It happened to me. You know, these are the spots you miss. Come on, bro. I mean, does nobody point that out to him? It's like, Elon, you have to. Maybe it is an indicator of how many yes men he has around him, right? People are not even daring to say, "Dude, you didn't shave yourself properly." Like, nobody interferes with Elon. Anyway, let's get into the interview. It's kind of beautiful. This is the first scene, and I'm sure you've seen it by now. Okay, it's been floating around, and it was hard to miss. Here we go.
I hope they stop. You don't advertise. You don't want them to advertise? No. What do you mean? If somebody's gonna try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go fuck yourself.
Ooh, did you hear that? The whole crowd is like, ooh. That is language we normally don't use up on the podium like that.
But go yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is. Hey, Bob. You're in the audience.
Hey, Bob, meaning Bob Iger. Okay, because obviously Disney being one of the companies that jumped off. He literally just told Bob Iger to F himself in front of a huge audience. Yeah, I don't think Disney will ever come back to Twitter as an advertiser. That is not gonna fly.
No, actually, what this advertising boycott is going to do, it's going to kill the company.
And do you think that
and the whole world will know that those advertisers killed the company, and we will document it in great detail.
But there are those advertisers.
It's like, dude, no. Like, that hearing him say this in that clarity, because it's funny, right? There are these two things about Elon. There's the Twitter Elon, the guy behind this account, that really talks like a freaking redneck dude. Like, he is a moron. And then there's onstage Elon, at Joe Rogan interview Elon, that person that seems, I mean, less in recent years, but in the past seemed thoughtful and considered, right? But here is that Elon, here's Twitter Elon coming out, taking over the real Elon. Okay, and it's shocking to see it that clear. And now what he's saying here is also absolutely remarkable, okay? Because he's basically blaming the advertisers for Twitter going down. You know, if Twitter, and I said in the past, there's another video I did, I link it in the description as well, Twitter will go bankrupt. But he's saying if Twitter goes down, it's the advertisers' fault and the whole world will know it is. Okay, because the whole world is on Elon's side. Everyone supports Elon and understands that he's on the right side of history, unlike the advertisers who are horrible. So it's going to be clear to everyone, if Twitter goes down, that the advertisers are to blame. There is not a moment of him saying, maybe the advertisers are gone because of my action. Maybe I did something and that led to them leaving. It doesn't even occur to him. Keep that in your mind as we keep watching this. It's remarkable. It is really like, at what point do you classify something like that? I'm not a psychologist or whatever, but as like a delusion. Because there is a reality and then there is the thing you create. And even the host of this interview, you'll see in a minute, reiterates exactly what I'm saying. And see how Elon responds. Let's watch this.
Kill the company.
And do you think that
and the whole world will know that those advertisers killed the company, and we will document it in great detail.
But those advertisers, I imagine, are going to say, we didn't kill the company.
Oh yeah.
They're going to say,
tell it to Earth.
But they're going to say, Elon, that you killed the company because you said these things, and that they were inappropriate things, and that they didn't feel comfortable on the platform.
Thank you. I'm so happy he said that. Even it doesn't go anywhere, but he made it very clear in one sentence. That's exactly what it is. These companies are not comfortable with the stuff that's going on the platform that you put your name to, so they leave. And everyone understands that. But in Elon's mind, the advertisers are the bad ones because they don't tolerate his acceptance of anti-Semitism and boosting of these accounts, for example. Like, it's gone, dude. It's gone to a different universe, man.
Right, that's what they're going to say.
And let's see how Earth responds to that.
So, okay, this goes back to
we'll both make our cases,
right?
And we'll see what the outcome is.
What are the economics of that for you? I mean, you have enormous resources, so you can actually keep this company going for...
Just a quick interruption. Sorry to interrupt again, but like, I love how he keeps referring to us as people as Earth. Let's see what Earth says to that. Let's see what Earth has to say. Okay, so because his little yes man bubble on Twitter and in real life, that's Earth to him. And he knows that if he tweets out there, oh no, we got to shut down because of the advertisers, that a huge shitstorm will kick off. Okay, and everyone's like, yeah, the advertisers, the whole Elon meat grinder army, okay, is coming out and defending his nonsense. And he thinks that's Earth. Earth is coming to the rescue, but when really it is just his probably, compared to humanity, pretty small, pathetic bubble, you know.
For a very long time. Would you keep it going for a long time if there was no advertising?
I mean, if the company fails because of an advertiser boycott, it will fail because of an advertiser boycott. And that will be what bankrupted the company, and that's what everybody on Earth will know.
What do you think then of the... this goes back to the idea of trust, though.
Then it'll be gone. And it'll be gone because of an advertiser boycott.
And nobody's gonna care, bro. There are already like 10 different competitors popping up where people are moving over, you know, whether it's Threads or Mastodon, or there are so many different ones that are ready to feed all the people, you know, that leave your platform because you messed it up, Elon. You messed it up. It is so pathetic how he's blaming it on everyone around him, how he cannot accept any accountability for his stupidity. It's absolutely remarkable.
But you recognize that some of those people are going to say that they didn't feel comfortable on the platform. And I just wonder and ask you and think about that for a second.
Tell it to the judge.
But the judge is going to be...
the judge is the public.
And you think that the public is going to say that Disney is making a mistake?
Yes.
And they're going to boycott Disney?
They already are.
And that is actually true. That is actually true. His little right-wing bubble, well, they're actually not that little anymore, but they do boycott Disney. And he's got a point there. Disney will lose money with this. And just today I read somewhere, and this is just 1 hour ago, Disney Plus lost 23 million subscribers in one night after trying to cancel Elon Musk. That's great. I love the language of that as well. They try to cancel Elon Musk. It's like, no. If you manage a platform that associates with loads of people that I as a company don't want to associate with, then I'm not trying to cancel Elon Musk. I just don't want to be associated with him. He's really brought this upon himself. It is remarkable how he doesn't see that. But as this person says as well in the tweet of the video that we just watched, he says like, this exchange is really illuminating. He is incapable of understanding the interviewer. He keeps repeating himself like he's in some kind of fugue state. He can't even hear the question that the interviewer is asking. That's how it feels. Is it not reasonable for companies to say, we are not comfortable with this? The public will decide. But these things you tolerate. Some people may not want to be associated with it. Let Earth decide. You know what I mean? He's like, you can't talk to a person like this. He's gone. Another illuminating clip. I haven't even seen this. Let's take a look.
I mean, was there a conversation that you had with somebody? You said, look, I'm unhappy with the Times. They should either be buying the subscription, or I don't like their content, or whatever.
Any organization that refuses to buy a subscription is not going to be recommended.
But then what does that say about free speech? And what does that say about amplifying
free speech is not
certain
exactly
voices?
free. It costs a little bit.
Right, but that's it. But
Oh, God. It's like he's never spoken public before. It is remarkable how this man is where he is. So freedom of speech is when you pay to have a bit more freedom of speech. There are people out there who think this man makes sense, who even would go as far as thinking this man is some kind of revolutionary, visionary guy. This is just dumb. It's just dumb. There's no other word for it. It's just stupid.
this is the actual truth. And it set off a firestorm of criticism all the way to the White House.
Right.
And then you make this trip to Israel. You have advertisers who've left the platform. People calling
Well, the trip to Israel is independent of it wasn't some apology tour. I want to be clear. That was.
Okay, well, let's talk about that. So just
That's just all coincidence, okay? Like I had this huge anti-Semitic problem on my leg, so yeah, then I made a big tour to Israel and met with Netanyahu and all that. But that is just pure coincidence and nothing to do with an apologetic tour or anything. And because this wasn't bad enough, Linda Yaccarino, the current CEO of Twitter, shared this interview again proudly, saying, look, Elon gave a very candid interview. He also offered an apology. Okay, he apologized. We have to say this first because that's what this is all about. It's not an apology tour or something. This whole thing with Israel and now this interview, no. We do apologize, but it's not an apologize tour. It's very different. It's all about free speech. And then last but not least, there's this little nugget, okay, where he gets the name of the interviewer wrong. First, he claims he's his friend, and I'm only here because you're my friend, Jonathan. And then he corrects him and says, dude, my name is Andrew. Okay, it's like, just so you know, let's check it out.
So I will certainly not pander. And Jonathan, like, the only reason I'm here is because you were a friend. Like, what was my speaking fee?
you're not making any. First of all, I'm Andrew, but
Yeah, sorry.
I'm Andrew,
okay.
sorry, bro.
Second of all, we've known each other for a very long time.
That is so cringe, bro. I mean, okay, look, everyone gets a name wrong every now and then. It happens to me as well, obviously, but dude, man, what a car crash. It's the most pathetic thing I've seen in years, guys. I mean, where can we go from here? When can this company just finally go bankrupt? Then someone buys it, and then Elon has to step away, and then we rename it to Twitter, and everything goes back to where we were before. Can someone just please do that? Can't be that hard, right? Company's hardly worth anything at this point. Maybe it's like, if you guys send me enough donations during my next live stream, maybe we can buy Twitter. Maybe we just pull all our money together and then buy Twitter. A man must be allowed to dream. Guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash like, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join and check out our Discord. Okay, link is in the description. I do give away a PS5 at the moment there, so you can join the Discord and take part if you like. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I'm out. Bye.